So today I've arrived at Pyle and Kenfig Golf Club. Now Pyle and Kenfig Golf Club to me has a little bit of history from my own life growing up. My grandparents were from the area of Porthcawl. My grandfather grew up and was born in Porthcawl. So as kids, myself and my brother and my sister used to come up here and spend a lot of the summers up here, which in turn gave us the opportunity to play a little bit of golf around this golf course. So it does have a bit of history with me and my family, and I thought we'd come up here today, have a little game around here and get the insight from the actual people that work here to see what they're up to. The back nine of this golf course is possibly one of my favourites for any linked golf courses that I've been to play. The back nine really just always has stood out in my mind as just a quality back nine.
The stretch that starts from 11 through the dunes, I just think, you know, as yourself, Dan, I've played a lot of great golf courses. I just think the holes suit the land suit the holes. They're naturally fitting in so well. I mean, out of those, probably 15 would be my favourite. Right. The par 3, which is the final par 3 on the course, but you know, from any tee box that you play it's a challenge. You know, it's probably, and ironically you can see the sea if you look backwards, but looking towards the hills and things as you play it's just a great fun green as well.
Tell me a little bit about when it started, who designed it, things like that.
Yeah, the club dates back to 1922.
Yeah.
So it was originally a Harry Colt design. That was until the Second World War.
Yeah.
And then obviously what happened, the American Army came in, the Army commissioned majority of the back nine.
Yeah.
So therefore the members were restricted to 9 holes. And then what happened after that was the fact that because the Army came in, there was a lot of things to get rid of, etc.
Yeah.
So they recommissioned Mackenzie Ross then to build another 9 holes, which is basically what you'd see the layout of the back nine in its present guise, basically. When I first came here, there was a lot of improvement to be done on the club and the facility-wise, which we basically are continuous improvement as far as our strategies are concerned, as far as our business plans are concerned. So a lot of improvements that way, especially with the juniors and the ladies golf as well. When we first started, we had I think about 4 or 5 junior members, and we built that over sort of 9 years now to basically Welsh champions and British champions as far as the juniors are concerned, and that's through junior coaching, junior development, and improvement in the facilities, and combined with all the developments we've done around the clubhouse, new locker rooms, a new pro shop, new golf simulator, combined with sort of improvements around the lounge and the spike bar and the ladies changing rooms as well, as combined in a sort of bringing the holistic everything together basically.
Yeah.
So.
One of the things that I've spotted as you come to any type of links golf course, and especially good links golf courses like this one, is the honours board and the amount of good players that come out of a links golf course like this one. I know that they've held massive events here over the years, and British amateur qualifiers and things like that, and obviously a lot of Welsh national events that are hosted here.
Yeah.
What do you think it is that creates these good players that come out of a links golf course? Is there anything that sort of stands out to you, being a junior golfer yourself, growing up on a links course? Is there anything that sort of jumps out at you, says this is the reason why these guys end up, becoming world-beating golfers?
Yeah, I think over the years, obviously, as you quite rightly say, produced a lot of internationals, a lot of PGA pros, assistant pros, and pros that have gone on to achieve great things in the game. Really, I think the unique conditions that we have here is the need to play shots with imagination. We're very fortunate to have sort of 5 links practice holes in the middle of the main course, as well as the range facilities that we have, and simulator of course these days. But going back, I think it's if you learn to play on a good quality links course like this,
Yeah.
you have to play shots with imagination, particularly with short game. You have to learn to control your ball flight, your spin in terms of the wind conditions. So I think it's, you know, as well as playing the stock shots, players that learn here learn to do that, but they also can learn to play different bump and run shots, and you have a bit more imagination on the greens, and that seems to have continued to deliver year on year.
Right, Ian, thank you very much for taking the time to come
pleasure.
out with us today. I know you've been wandering around sort of watching some of the golf, but your role at the club is to do with the green side of it, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm one of the committee here at Pyle and Kenfig and chairman of course at the moment, so myself and the Greens Committee, we've a responsibility to sort of present this in the best fashion it can be, and equally to develop it so that it sort of stands the test of time, as the ball's going a lot further these days, so the course has got to try and move with it.
One of the key things I think for all golf courses across the UK is to maintain habitats, isn't it? Is to sort of, you know, we've got a responsibility, haven't we? You know, we've got this land in our time, and we need to sort of keep control of it and manage it the best way we can. How are you kind of doing that at Pyle and Kenfig here?
We're mindful of everything that you just say. We work with the STRI.
Yes.
And they come and visit and provide us with advice. So we've a plan that we work to with that. But we also work very closely with Natural Resources Wales, who have a Dunes to Dunes project, which you can sort of see in the background behind you.
And I've seen the video for that, and it is spectacular. Absolutely fantastic story to it, you know, as it runs through.
It's a partnership, really. Simon, who you've spoken to, has a great relationship with NRW, and as a result of that, a lot of the work you see is restoration of the dunes, turning them back to their natural state, but at the same time making sure that we create habitats for wild birds, wildflowers, etc. So it's a collaboration between the two of us, but at the same time to try and make the best golf course we can through that habitat, I guess, in many respects, so that the golf course is best it can, but what you see around you is equally the best that we can expect.
So some serious work going on here, Ian, isn't there?
Yeah, well, Dan, this is just an example of the work we're doing as a result of the course architects report we had done 3 years ago. Scott McPherson helped us, recommended by the R&A, and now we're seeing through those recommendations. So this is an example of improving the bunkers that we have, making them more visible, and looking to improve the bases of them so that the ball finds its way naturally to the middle of the bunkers.
So this isn't necessarily a new bunker, is it? This has been in this position on the 9th hole here.
This is an existing one. However, what you can't quite see here is that we've extended it to take in the natural landscape of the hole, so that the ball, we hope, will naturally find its way to the gather in.
And you're going to work with the same sort of look all the way around the golf course with
absolutely. So every time we do it, as you saw on 17, we're using the revetted face. We import in turf, special turf, which is longer lasting, with a peat base, and I mean, it's just a consistent look to the bunkers. Many other bunkers we've scalped the faces, so again they become more visible, and easier for the golfer. So the ball should be fair, it should find its way to the middle, and as I say, easier to get out of, and a more consistent feel for the golfer.
Oh, just caught it. Hello, it's a good bit of footwork.
You like that?
Yeah. You got snake hips, didn't you?
Well,
Look at that.
Back in the day I used to.
You did, didn't you?
Back in the day.
No? Even though there's restricted mobility, there's look at that.
A links golf course has got its own challenges, and golf courses sometimes can be designed around the scratch golfer, which in some ways as a championship golf course you would say that that's the right thing to do. What's your kind of recommendation to the average golfer that comes here to get the best experience from playing at Pyle and Kenfig?
You've got to get the ball in the fairway first of all.
Yeah.
Play from the short grass and you've got a chance. So drive to the fairways. We try to keep the fairways at the start as wide as we possibly can, so that it gets everybody started and into the course. If you've got a handicap, take your shots. Play it down the fairway and play to the greens. The greens are generous, they're undulating, but that's part of links golf.
Absolutely.
And try and stay out of the rough and stay out of the bunkers. Yeah.